Welcome to my ADHD apartment where I designed the space in such a way that it supports me and my ADHD the best way and just makes life so much easier for me. Having ADHD is hard, and especially being an adult with ADHD is even harder because there's so many things that you have to take care of. So designing your space in such a way that it supports you and your struggles, it can make your life so much easier. So let me take you through my ADHD apartment and show you how I designed it to support me. Before we get started, I have 2 tips for you. When you design your space, either you're neurodivergent, you have ADHD, you're autistic, make things as simple as possible so you don't have to do too many steps, and make things visual, because out of sight, out of mind is especially true for us ADHDers. So making things visual and just visible can make life much easier. So when we enter the apartment, you can see right away we have a launchpad, or also some people call it a landing zone. A launchpad or a landing zone is basically a space where you put all your handy items in there or on there. So things like your phone, your keys, your wallet, whatever else you need once you leave the apartment or house, that's what you put in here. So my partner and I, we put in our AirPods, our earbuds, our keys, because it's allergy season for me, so I also keep my tissues there so I don't forget them, and we just put everything in there that we will need once we leave the house. And this has made our life so much easier. Before, we used to spend hours searching for our keys, our wallets, and everything, and since we have that launchpad set in place, I can't even tell you how many hours we saved. Next up, we have our jacket rack or clothing rack, where we put everything again we need once we leave the house. So we have jackets on here, we have our bike helmets, we have our shoes, our bike pumps, so everything that we might need when we leave the house we have stored here, which makes it so much easier because then you can just grab it and leave the door. Next up, we have our whiteboard here, and this has changed our lives for the better. I can't even tell you how much easier it makes everything. So we put everything on there. We put certain appointments on there that we shouldn't forget. We put our to-dos on there, like if we, for example, need to do a cleaning and do our laundry on the weekend, we write it on there to make sure that we don't forget about it. We also write down if we have certain doctor's appointments or leave notes for each other, just to, as a reminder, to make sure that we don't forget what the other person was doing. So that truly has been such a life changer, and it's so easy to just put everything on there and then you can erase it. It makes it truly much easier. And because we live in a 2-story apartment, I have my tea area set up here upstairs because that's where my work desk is, and I don't have to go downstairs to the kitchen to make my tea or make my coffee, and that really makes things again so much simpler. Everything is visual. I have here my tea bags lying out, I have my kettle set up, I have my mug set up, so I can just make my tea and don't have to go downstairs. And especially because the kitchen isn't always sensory friendly, so having that here makes my life much easier. Now, as the next station, our charging stations. We have multiple kind of scattered throughout the apartment. We have them set up at our desk areas, so we can easily just always charge our phones, our laptops at the desk. We also have chargers in our bedroom and in our living room. This again makes it so much easier because it's so accessible and you don't always have to remove a charger, put it somewhere else, because before, when we only had 2 chargers and they were all in the bedroom, we would always take them out and then lose them. And now we can just always leave them here at the desk, in the living room, or in the bedroom. And then there's also no chance to lose them because we will just keep them there. Next up, we have twinkly lights set up everywhere, or fairy lights set up everywhere. And this is, of course, it looks super pretty and I love it, but it's not only for decoration purposes, but also for sensory purposes, because sometimes I get super sensory overwhelmed and the bright lights especially these LED lights are very bright. I don't like it, especially if I'm sensory overwhelmed already. So we have them set up everywhere, and then we can just turn them on and don't have to turn on the bright lights. Also, if I feel sensory overwhelmed, I already have everything prepared, so I can just, for example here, take my weighted pillow, use that as well. I also always have my coloring books lying out on my bedside table, because then I can do some coloring before I go to sleep or before I go to bed or while we're watching a show. And having it lying out makes it firstly just visual, so I don't forget about it, and then especially if I already feel sensory overwhelmed, it makes it so much easier to access it. So again, just keeping things very visual and visible. Now we also have plants everywhere around the apartment, because plants just make me so happy. They're pretty and I just love them. Now for plants, and you might be able to relate to it, I don't always remember to water them, so it was important to buy very resistant plants who don't need to be carefully monitored and always watered. And they even survived when we went home for over a month to Germany and to Kenya. So I love these plants. We also love clear storage boxes, or storage boxes in general, but clear is always better, because then you can see what is in these storage boxes, and that again makes it so much easier for an ADHDer to actually have a better overview of what they have already, what they have stored, so you don't lose track of anything. So I always recommend getting storage boxes, and especially the clear storage boxes. Next up, we also have timers and clocks kind of lying around everywhere, because if you struggle with time management, clocks and timers will save your life. And I know we all have our phones always with us, but for me, if I always need my phone to check the time, I then open up the phone, get distracted, spend an hour scrolling social media or Googling things. So just having these timers lying around, or the watches, so I can see the time, is super helpful. Now my 4 top takeaways for you if you're trying to build your ADHD-friendly apartment or house or room. The first one is fill it with things that make you happy and that make you like being in the space. So for us, I would say it's definitely our plants. We love them. They're basically our pets, because we don't have any. So that makes me always happy when I see them, and it just makes it a much nicer space for me. My second tip is try to make things as simple as possible. So try to cut down on the steps that you need to complete something, to like say store your key or find your garbage, whatever it might be. Try to make it as simple as possible. Third tip is make things visible. As ADHDers, if something is out of our sight, we forget about it immediately. So make things visible. Either make notes for yourself to make sure that you remember something, or that you know that something is there. If not, try to just lay things outside or use these clear storage boxes. And last tip is make it sensory friendly, because we might often feel very sensory overwhelmed, and that can only make things much harder. So try to incorporate certain lighting that you like, try out certain weighted blankets, eye masks, pillows, coloring books, anything to make your space just more sensory friendly will also make it easier for you to just stay organized and love your space that you're living in. If you enjoyed this video and it was helpful, please give it a thumbs up, and I would love for you to subscribe and follow me along, because together we can navigate the struggles of ADHD and empower each other. Until next time.